Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do a video on my makeup collection. So I have a lot of makeup. I've accumulated it over the years and it's something I love. So definitely something I collect all the time, and if anyone asks me what I want for gifts and that kind of thing, it's always makeup. So we're going to start and go through section by section because I have a lot of makeup. So if we sat down and we went through a collection of makeup, you wouldn't really get what I actually like about the product and what I don't like, if I'd repurchase it, if I like it, if I use it, that kind of thing. So I definitely want to go through that with you guys. Very first thing we're going to go through is my whole blush stash. I have a lot of blushes in front of me. Something where when I was wrangling them all together, I found a few that I wanted to pull out for summer. So I'm also going to go through the brushes that I use to apply my blush. When I go through all these products in the future, so I'm going to do my bronzers, my highlighters, my eyeshadows, that kind of thing, I'm going to go through my favorite brushes that I use to apply them. Just jump in and get started. So if you guys want to see my blush collection and what blushes I would recommend for you, then go ahead and keep on watching. So the first few that I see here are Lancome blushes. I haven't really used these much. All I know is when I purchase them because they last on the face for so long. So they last on the skin for a very long time. I haven't used these in a long time, but I probably should. I'll swatch all of these for you guys so you can see. But the very first one I have here is Miel Glace. So it's kind of like a nudie blush. It's something where I wish they had the whole pan of blush. They didn't come with these little tiny brushes because I threw them out in both of them. I've never used them, so that was definitely a waste. They are like $45, $50, that kind of thing, so they are quite expensive for half a pan of blush. It isn't something that I reach for often because it doesn't have a lot of color, especially in this one. This is a good like topper. It isn't a blush that I would use by itself, but this is a beautiful color, especially for someone who's fair. So when I'm self-tanned, I don't use this one as much, but when I'm fair, like winter months and stuff, this is a great one to use. The next blush I have from Lancome is Plum Charm. So this one's more of like a plummy pink. It isn't really too dark of a plum. It's a pretty pinky red plum. A beautiful color, something again that stays on the face forever. I've used this one a lot more than I have that other product, the other Miel Glace one, but this one's beautiful, a good everyday color. So it isn't too pink or too coral. It's a good everyday blush. Like I said, like the last one, these are around like $50, but everything that I am going to mention is going to be linked down below. So I'm probably going to say this a lot in this video, but these are blushes that I should be using more often. Something I should be pulling out and using a lot more than what I actually do. So again, this is the Lancome blush in 301 Plum Charm. The next few that I see are NARS. The first NARS one I have is the duo, the combination. So Orgasm and Laguna, it's in the combination here. So there's the bronzer and then the blush. It's a beautiful blush. But I'm not sure what all the hype is about. So I'm glad I didn't purchase the full pan of just the blush because it's something where it's just a coral blush. Same with, it's kind of similar to Luminoso. So I have both of those. So definitely something that isn't crazy amazing, but it's a beautiful blush, especially for springtime. It's a more of a coral color, but the Laguna bronzer is beautiful and it's kind of suitable for every skin tone. So this is definitely, something I probably would pass on and wouldn't repurchase again, but I do enjoy the product. So this is again the duo of the Laguna and the Orgasm blush. The next NARS blush I have is a limited edition one. This one's called America. I'm not sure what collection this is from. I'll show you what the front looks like so you can kind of see. So that's the collection, and then this is what the blush looks like. So very similar to that Plum Charm by Lancome. Let's compare. See, they're pretty similar. This one's a little bit more pinky. This one's a little bit more dark. So this is more of a true plum, kind of like a darker color of blush. I probably would use this more in the winter time than I would the summer because it's not bright and summery. It's more of like a deep mauve tone. So something I would use with like a dark lip. I'd use a dark blush as well. Something that I've used a lot of. I've used this product so much more than the first ones that I have mentioned. I don't know. I feel like you get quite a bit of product in this. I know you probably don't. 4.5 grams. Let's see in the Lancome. Lancome's 5.1, so you get a little bit more in the Lancome one. NARS are probably one of my favorite blushes. I love the formula. They're very creamy, and you need a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. So when you purchase the NARS blushes, even though they are quite expensive for a tiny little compact, it does last you a long time. Last NARS blush I do have is another limited edition product. I love the packaging on this one, from Christopher Kane, and it's hot pink. It is very, very bright. Something that I was hesitant to purchase, but I knew I would regret if I didn't purchase it. So I believe this one was last year. It's a beautiful color, very, very bright. This one again was limited edition, so you can't get it in stores right now. But the NARS blushes are definitely something I gravitate towards when I'm purchasing a new blush. The next one I have is an Urban Decay blush. So I only have one of these. I've heard great things about them, but I don't have an orange blush. So I did purchase this guy just last year. This one's in Incandescent, I believe, and it's orange. It's just orange. It's like a coral. It doesn't have any shimmer. It's like a matte blush. It's beautiful. I used this a lot last year. There is a little bit of a dent in this product, but I don't know. You can't really use it if you're self-tanned. So if you're self-tanned, it doesn't show up that much. More on the fair side, you can really see this product. Urban Decay has beautiful blushes. Something there I think I want to grab a few more of. They have really unique colors as well. So they always have those colors that are hard to find, like an orange. Like this is straight up orange, and this is hard to find. So it's a beautiful product. I love the formula of it, but I only have just this one. The next product I have is the Bobbi Brown. This is a compact. This was limited edition as well. I'm all about the limited edition blushes. This is dual-sided, so one's a bronzer, one's a blush. The Face and Body Bronzing Duo. It says Golden Light Bronzing Powder and, oh, I can't even say this, Argentina Illuminating Bronzing Powder. I don't know. So the blush is on this side, bronzer's on this side. This is a great product. I do like this more than the next Bobbi Brown blushes I'm going to show you. This one's a little bit more pigmented. I find that I can get a lot more product out of it. So when I am putting it on my face, I actually see it. I don't have to keep like adding and adding and adding. I like this product. I used this a lot last year. I haven't touched it this year, but I'll pull this one out again for summer. So these next blushes I have, I wanted these so bad. So I got one for Christmas as well as I purchased one for myself. These are the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Bricks. I am thoroughly disappointed in these. They are not the fact that they're shimmery. I love the fact that they're shimmery, but the fact that you have to put so much product on to get any color on your skin. So this one is Sunset Pink. There's lots of bronze tones in this as well as the pink tones. They look beautiful in the package. When you swatch them in your hand, you think they're going to be so promising, but I find when I put them on my face, the product's so hard and dense in this that you can't pick any product up. So again, these are about $50 each, and so two of them together is $100. So definitely a lot of wasted money. And then Rose, so this is the second one I have. This one's a little bit better than the Sunset Pink. The Rose has a little bit more pigment in it. I find I can pick it up a little bit better with my brush, but I still don't love it. Definitely not something I would repurchase. The next two blushes I have are from a dollar store. They're beautiful. They're so pigmented. It's called Mels Cosmetics. If I can find it anywhere online, I'll definitely link it down below. These were so affordable, probably like $2 or $3 each. A pink and a coral. They're so pigmented. You get so much product with this. You get 10.7 grams. So in comparison, the NARS one is 4. So you get 10 grams in these, and I paid a few dollars for these. So these are great. The smell of them isn't the greatest. It kind of smells like baby powder, but I can look past that for a few dollars, definitely. Yeah, so 02 and 03 are these. So 02, 03. I love both of those. I think I use those more often than my expensive ones, which is really bad because I only paid a few dollars for them. So the next products that I kind of see here are my MAC blushes. I don't have much of them. I'm not a MAC fiend. The thing that I swear by for MAC is definitely Fix Plus and then the Paint Pot. So those are the only two things I use religiously, as well as I love their lipsticks. So the very first one, so I have all just normal blushes. I don't have any of the limited edition ones. I was not in the game for standing in line for all the limited edition stuff. Not happening. So I got, what is this? Peachy Keen. This is like a nice peachy blush. It's more like the peachy pink side. The next product I have is Lovejoy. My mom bought this one for me. So Thank you, Mom. But this one is, I believe, limited edition as well, but she would not have stood in line for this product, so she must have just got it when she went in. So this is a beautiful like two-toned blush. And the last one I have is such a neutral blush, kind of like a basic and simple blush. It's Mocha. I grab this blush so often. It goes with every eye look. So if I have a really bright lip on, this still goes, excuse me, really well. But if I have a really bold eye as well, this one goes really well as well. So a great blush for every skin tone as well as every look that you're going for. The next one I see is Maybelline's Master Highlight Face Blush. So this one's beautiful. It has a highlighter in it as well as the coral blush. So it's kind of like an all-in-one. So you just dust your brush all into it. Oh, I think it's quite expensive for a drugstore blush. I think it's like $15 to $20, depends where you get it. But it's a beautiful product and would last a long time. So this one's in 10 Nude. Next blush I have for you here is a Milani Baked Blush. This one is in 05 Luminoso. So like the Orgasm blush, it is something that is so overrated. I don't see what the hype is. It's so orange that when I have a self tan on, it looks like I put an orange bronzer all over my face. It looks okay when I'm on my fair side, but it's something that I don't love. It's something that I don't use all the time, but it's a beautiful blush on many people. Just not me. So I've seen it on so many people on YouTube and it looks amazing and they've recommended this, but when I went to go pick it up, I tried it on myself and it didn't look as good on me as it did on everyone else. The next few ones I have are like little gift with purchases that came with things. So this one is an Estee Lauder blush in 211 Nude Rose. This one again is very similar to like the very first few, like the plum shades. A good travel size. So when I go on vacation, I take this guy with me just because it fits into the makeup case so well and it's so neutral. This one, next one came in a gift with purchase from Clinique. So this is a Clinique blush. It's in Smouldering Plum. I love this blush. I searched for it 1 or 2 times before at a Clinique counter and they didn't have it. So it's not something they carry in stock all the time. It comes in their limited edition like gift with purchases, but they need to carry this. So if Clinique, if you're watching, you need to carry this blush, Smoldering Plum, and you need to sell it individually. So not just in the gift with purchases, but individually as well. The next one I have is a tiny little mini Coralista. So at Christmas time when they had the advent calendar of makeup from Benefit Cosmetics, this was in there. I haven't used this, but I want to. It's going in the stuff when I'm on a vacation or I travel or anything like that, and where I need little size products. This is something I would take with me. 2 more blushes that I have here that are cream blushes. So these are both by Lise Watier Cosmetics. They are a cream blush, so you get lots of product in here. It's a beautiful product, and with cream blushes, it's important to know that when using a cream blush, the reason why you want to use one is because they will last so much longer. So especially on someone who has oily skin or mature skin, using a cream blush will make your blush last so much longer throughout the day, especially if you set it with a powder after you put the cream on. So I have 2 colors here. The first one is Rose Aden and then Coral Paradise. So I seem to have lots of corals. The next 2 tiny little travel size that I have as well are from Benefit Cosmetics. So these are cheek tints, cheek and lip tint. I have little minis of them. I never get around to using these. I find that they dry kind of too quick on the skin. 2 last blush things that I have for you guys here is in my Z palette. I have a little blush from, I think this is from Makeup Geek. It's a beautiful like pinky tone blush. It's in Honeymoon. It's a beautiful everyday blush. It does have shimmer in it though, so it is something where if you don't like that shimmer, those glittery flecks, then you won't like that blush, but it's beautiful for an everyday, and it is called Honeymoon, so I think it would be a beautiful blush on someone for their wedding day. The next product I have, I'm very excited to show. The Cheekathon palette. So this is by Benefit Cosmetics as well. It has 5 of their full-size boxed blushes. So in there is Dandelion, Dallas, Coralista, Hula, and Rockstar. They're beautiful. It's full-size products in here. Well worth the money. You get so much product for your buck. I love all of these, and it's a great on-the-go palette. So if you want a good blush as well as a few options of bronzers, blushes, and a highlight, I would definitely go for this palette. So the very last thing I want to talk about is the brushes I use to apply my blush. The two brushes that I use is the Real Techniques blush brush. I have really liked this. I thought they were quite expensive when they did come out, so they're around $32, I believe, for this brush, but it puts on the product so nicely and so well. It is a weighted brush, so it makes you place the product a little bit better on your skin and then pull it back. It makes it a little bit easier. I do like how it picks up the product as well, so it does pick up the perfect amount of product without adding too much and then too little. It's a beautiful, beautiful blush brush. And the next one I have is the Sonia Kashuk number 29 tool. This is bittersweet because this is when Target was in Canada. Beautiful blush brush. It's very fluffy, very soft, so affordable too. So like I mentioned, it's from Target. You can order it online as well if you are from Canada, but it will be linked down below for you. I love this product. It's a big fluffy blush brush. It's so soft, and I love both of these. So again, Real Techniques and Sonia Kashuk. So those are all of my blushes that I have to share with you guys today. I will be doing my bronzer and highlighters next. Stay tuned for that. Again, if you aren't subscribed to my channel, be sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.